Kris, where do you want to start, Shime?
Well, Greg, Tom Brady was on the Pivot podcast. We don't have enough podcasts in this world, let's be honest. But he was talking about what his biggest regret in his football playing days with both the Patriots and the Buccaneers was. Here's Tom Brady.
Okay, there's part of me that I actually still love. Like when I see these young players, I see like Patrick, out there at quarterback, running around, laughing, having fun. I'm like, I used to be like that. What the hell happened to me? And I just got too serious. And but again, I can only look back and think, okay, if I do it again, which I'll never do it again, I would be different. But the reality is you can't.
What? He was quick to hit the brakes on, I'll never do it again.
I mean, he was miserable his last season here on this show, certainly. I mean, that team was started off 8-0, and in his mind, they were the worst 8-0 team that ever played in the NFL. So he was not happy here, and I guess was not having fun the way he used to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, but nothing's ever entirely fun. I mean, I think for the vast majority of Tom's career, he was great at what he did and enjoyed what he did. And the biggest regret I would say Tom would have eventually is if he hadn't gone to Tampa and won and allowed Mahomes to sort of assume the role earlier. Like winning that 7th title is going to be essential because I think Mahomes might get to 5. But if it was 5 versus 6,
right,
you're kind of, but now if it's 5 versus 7 and Brady beat him in the AFC Championship and in a Super Bowl, it kind of preserves the legacy there.
And I can understand what Brady's saying, but I also think at that point in time, Brady, you're 42, whatever, 43, 44, where Mahomes is 27. So the way he plays the game Mahomes is a little bit more fun and I enjoy this where Brady was so. At the latest stages of his career, he was such a perfectionist. So it was about the focus, the perfection. How do we become great? How do we win? And so that overtook it. I just think it's because their age difference of where they were age-wise was you saw a little bit more. And I bet Mahomes is probably the same way if he plays till he's 39, 40 years old.
Yeah, and if Patrick Mahomes keeps winning, then there is that added pressure of being – which I'm sure Tom Brady felt, of being the greatest of all time. So the more you have success, the more the increase in pressure, I think. So I would
say also very similar, Greg, is that Mahomes and Brady at a very early stage in their late 20s, their biggest competitor now is history. Mahomes is so clearly the best quarterback in football now. You can stop the Lamar Jackson, you can stop the Joe Burrows. He's got 3, they have none. And when you're trying to get to, when Tom was doing it, was to get to 4 with Montana, who Shime thinks stinks. But, it's now Mahomes versus history, which is going to be a very interesting thing to watch.